Clips.
Good morning.
Hello.
My son and daughter-in-law purchased 2 amethyst fall American wisteria plants from Bates Nursery for me for Christmas. My question is, while I know where we're going to plant it, I won't be able to until spring. How do I care for them and keep them healthy and living until I can plant them in their designated spots?
Well,
That's a great gift.
that is a great gift. Plants are awesome gifts. Nobody
the
thinks about
best.
it all that much, but they really are. And that's a nice gift because what a beautiful flowering plant. I mean, my God.
My absolute favorite.
I mean, wisteria, when it's in bloom, there's almost nothing better.
I don't have any.
Nothing
I'm a little scared of it.
smells
Well,
better
it takes
than-
a specific spot. We all
Yes.
know this. Wisteria can be vigorous, to say the least. So it can take over something and just wreck it. So you got to make sure, since you sounded like you know where you're going to plant it, make sure it's a good sturdy, trellis system. And then to keep it going till spring, you really don't have to do too much except for just, keep it somewhat moist, but not just soaked.
Right.
Don't keep it bone dry, and just let it be until spring. It's going to crack leaves in the spring, and then you can plant it in the spot, and it's going to be good.
You planted wisteria a couple of years ago, didn't you? Oh, you don't want to talk about it.
No.
No.
Well, yeah, perhaps I missed the little detail, but what is the reason why they're not going to be able to plant this spring?
I kind of thought the same thing. Yeah, I mean, if you know where you're going to plant it, if you could plant it, then just go ahead and do it.
They're
Go
having a
for it.
pergola built where that's going to go.
Gotcha.
Yes, so they have to wait to plant it.
Let's advise upgrade the framing members of your pergola. Go ahead and do it now. Okay, trust me about this. Wisteria is among my favorites, and it smells so good after about 6 or 7 years when the blooms finally show up.
It does take a minute for them to bloom.
But they can put some major weight on a structure.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we had ours. We had a carport type structure at our home, and it had a wrought iron type of support on it with a gutter pipe, a down pipe that came down it. It destroyed it.
Yeah.
Literally crushed
took
them,
it down?
Crushed it. No,
It's
just
not a
crushed-
joke.
No.
Yeah.
Because,
Well, it's kind of like, to me, I think about it as like their vines are
Yes.
like so woody. It almost reminds me of like a root system, except for above the earth. So like
Right.
below the earth, a root system can just grab onto anything and just choke it. And that's kind of like what it does, except on top of the earth with its stems. It just wraps around whatever and just swallows it.
It's worth it, but I mean, you just be aware of what's going on with it. So I mean, anything that's going to be able that it will crush, it can crush. So it's nice stuff. But
It's gorgeous.
when those blossoms and those grape-like, there's just nothing like
There's
it.
nothing like it.
Bees go crazy over them. So